seed starting is a wonderful thing because it's great to see the whole process being able to start from the tiniest little thing to a seedling to a sprout to the plant. You get to harvest from the plant and then seed save and start all over. But sometimes you get started on seeds, it can be a little tricky. So it could be just because it's a weekday and it decided not to sprout. Sometimes the seeds could be too old, even though I have found they have worked for me for over 5 years that I've had seeds for, and they still work. You might just get less of a germination rate. You definitely need heat. The seeds just really pop up quicker, more efficient when there is lots of when it's warm. So I actually have, it's 75 in this room, and then I still have heat mats on the ones that I just started today, which brings it up another 10 degrees. So they like it hot. So that seems to work out good. The cabbage, the broccoli that you see over here, they popped up within 2 days, which is amazing. So now I have them underneath some lights, as you can see here, to get them sprouting up. Those are LED lights. So if you're having a hard time starting, make sure that the soil was moist but not too wet, because then the seeds will rot. Make sure that there is enough, wetness, that they have some moisture, because it's what tells them to get going is the moisture and the heat, and they're like, hey, here comes life. So that's what they like. I like to keep a dome on them as well to keep the humidity in there, and so see if that works for you guys. Make sure that the soil's moist enough but not too wet. Make sure you've got them warm enough, and then humidity dome seems to just really get them going. It's really efficient if you can just do it this process, and you just get her done. So good luck with that. Let me know if you guys have any questions what's going on with your seeds. Thank you. Hey all, how are you? I hope your little seedlings are coming along. Here's one of my trays where the seedlings you can see most have sprouted, and they're a couple inches tall. So at this point, what we're going to do is remove the heat mat. And the point of removing the heat mat, if you leave the heat mat underneath their roots, their roots will grow too much and become too hot, and they may burn. And then too much energy is going towards the roots and not towards the actual growing. So as you can see, most of the tray is sprouted. So I removed the heat mat, removed the dome, and now I'm putting it under my light. My favorite way to water plants at this stage is not by the sprayer anymore, because they just will require so much spraying. So here's my tomato plants here. So I still have them in my 50 cell trays right here that have holes in the bottom of this part. And then we've got the trays with the no holes. And look at all those beautiful roots coming through. So what I like to do is actually take just a pitcher or whatever and fill up the bottom of the tray by cracking it open like this, pouring in the water there, and pouring it for about an inch deep. And then this way the roots get stronger by searching for the water in the bottom. Then because the soil and the roots will draw it up from the bottom, and you don't compact the soil on the top here. So, and then you don't just drain all the nutrients out. So it's searching, making the roots stronger, and it's just a nice easy way that lasts much longer than if I were to water from the top. Next up with my seedlings that we have here, we've got lots growing on, right? Some of the spaces don't have anything that popped up. So what I'm going to do is replant, go through all my seedlings here and check out what needs to be replanted so I can make sure I've got enough growing for my garden this year. So we've got a lot going on right here. I've got some more trays in some other spots. So we're going to double check everything, see what's going on, readjust some of the lighting, and do some watering and do some replanting on some seeds. Okay, it's time to get these tomato plants out of these 50 cell flat trays. They are looking really good. They've got a couple leaf sets, as you can see. So we're going to give them out of these little tiny homes into some bigger homes over here. So I've been potting them up, replanting, whatever you want to call it, over to these 4-inch cells. They look a little droopy because their roots were like, whoa, baby. So now they're going from a tiny home to a bigger home, and then they're going to go underneath the grow lights. I'm going to go ahead and fill the bottoms up with water for about an inch. Then the roots will go down to the bottom, make them stronger, and they're looking for the water instead of you compacting the soil from top. So I'll fill it from the bottom and let these guys grow, and then they will be in this home until I decide to put them out in the garden. Hey everyone, I'm out here in my room just hanging out with my seedlings. If you notice, there's a fan back there. It's always important to have a fan on for airflow for two reasons, right? To keep the mold away from all the watering of your plants on the soil. Two, to make them stronger, which is awesome, right? To make them stronger to go out in the harsh world that they have to go out into. So today we are going to be candling our eggs today. They're about halfway through, so we're going to go see how they're doing. And then I'm just kind of going and looking at all my plants because I like to come out here and talk to them and see what they're doing and what's sprouting and what needs to be watered. So that's what I'm working on now. Bye.